doot. Beep beep. Test 1 2. Doot 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 doot. I don't know why I had a little bit of a buzz in the mic there. Seems like it's better now. And I hope you guys are having a pretty nice evening. Alright, let me refresh, make sure everything is going out the way it's supposed to. Yeah, it looks good. Alright. Other thing, I'm going to be working on the beach picture here, but the first thing I had open was the pledge pins for, it's actually going to be the June and July designs. Huh, I'm getting some weird feedback on my own, and can you, like, get in the call and let me know if I sound okay to you? Thanks.
Thanks.
Alright, saying something. Do-do-do-do-do.
You sound okay to me?
Okay.
I know I got echo right now.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. It was just my headphone cable wasn't plugged in all the way. Mystery solved. Ta-da.
I swear you are going to run a whole 2 hours of stream with something not plugged in, and no one is going to tell you, and it's going to be funny.
Yeah, it's going to be like the auditory equivalent of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. If it happened in pitch blackness, it'll be awesome.
And part of the joke will be we don't tell you.
But yeah. Alright. Yeah, just in case people are wondering what this is going to be the next set of pledge pins is designed to be another group shot. Instead of bad guys, this is going to be the good guys. So June is going to be Dreamkeepers, the actual Dreamkeepers updated and improved logo, and then July this month, Mace is going to be the pledge pin.
Hey, Willie Silver was right. Is everything plugged in properly? He gotcha.
He got me. He knows me too well. I'm also planning on because I like it when the tails hinge on these. I think it's just a cool effect. So Mace's tail is going to be on a pivot, so when you get this pin, you'll be able to reposition his tail and make it look all cool. But in the meantime...
We're thinking about, instead of black lines, doing gold on the pins too, by the way.
Oh yeah, the black
So
area
the black
is just...
gold.
it just defines where the metal on the pin is going to be, but the metal will probably be a shiny gold, because it's really difficult to go wrong with shiny gold. Alright. Well, sketch of the month is underway. We've got the characters, we've got the bathing suits, and now we're going to add some shadow and lighting to this. But first I'm going to jump in and play around with the lines layer just a little bit.
Why does Bass look like he never got wet before? Well, because he's going to kill Mace. I think this is the last time we see Mace alive.
Yeah, this is the last known sighting of Mace.
Saying nice effect on the water.
Oh,
Thank you very much. Note, Dave, you can change the colors on the bathing suits. Those are just my placeholders.
Okay. Yeah, I figure I'll probably do something with Lilith, because like the yellow and the pink don't really jive well together, so I'm gonna definitely play with that a little bit.
I was playing a little bit.
Will it be yellow or will it be pink? Only one can prevail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so from now on, Nega Mace is going to be posing as the original Mace. That's going to be a lot of work for somebody to impersonate the other. Okay, someone new in YouTube is wondering, many of your rough sketches I've seen are covered first by blue and then it goes to graphite. What is going on with that, Dave? Why do you do blues first?
Oh, what I do is I use non-photo blue pencil lead when I do the rough sketch. And the reason for that is so that it just comes out a little bit lighter. And it's called non-photo blue because supposedly when you go to scan it in, the scanner doesn't even pick up on the blue. It's non-photo blue. Of course, the scanner does pick it up, but still, it reads as much lighter than full-on black graphite. So for that reason, I feel like it's good to do the undersketches, good to get the construction lines and the basic positioning of things. And then once I get the undersketch done in blue line, non-photo blue lead, then I just go in with regular graphite. And so I kind of use the non-photo blue lead as my rough stage, and then I use the graphite kind of like the equivalent of inks.
Non-photo blue is used by animators a lot, and if you adjust your scanner, it won't show up. But sometimes we like to show the blues to show the work.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know I'm in the process of sort of cleaning up some contours right now, but that said, I do like to have some of it retained in there as texture. Like some construction lines that don't really jive with the shape, I might try to like nudge those back out just a little bit. But most of the time, I like to leave a lot in there because I just think it gives a little bit of texture, a little bit of life to the image. So it's not just like, totally antiseptic and clean, and because as soon as you kind of clean something up too much, I don't know, sometimes the clean images and like hard vector lines, it can look really good. It's not like a bad style, but I just like to have a little bit of pencil left in there.
Phil 98 is thinking Lilith would wear a two-piece swimsuit, which is the same color. How do you feel? What do you want to do?
I'm definitely gonna mess with the color. I think, yeah, the two-piece is gonna, I think it'll look better if the color matches the top and the bottom piece, definitely.
You do a black. Black would be really sexy.
I'll try it out. I'm not sure how that'll look, if it'll match like her personality so much. I kind of like the...
I don't think it would go with the sleeve. I think that bottom on the bathing suit would look good in black, and at the top.
Yeah, right now I'm just getting the character lines isolated from the surface ripples on the water a little bit.
Okay. Note for people, we're not doing a not safe for work version of this. There just isn't time. We have to keep moving. However, I went underneath the bathing suits and colored the characters accurately. So if you want to just put your own lines in when you get the file, you can make this not safe for work easily. It's basically started for whoever wants to get creative.
Yeah. I guess I didn't know we had the bathing suit on a separate layer, but I guess that makes it easier for editing too.
I did that. Lilith seems very pleased about the impending violence. I think she's kind of like awkward, funny. Or she wants to see Mace be boiled alive. I'm not sure.
Everyone's just waiting to see Mace get some punishment. They're all just hanging out for the show.
Well, have you ever thought of using a red pencil, Dave? Like with the red pencil lines instead of blue?
Yeah, I've seen red pencil lines before. They look kind of cool. I don't have any red pencil lead though. I think that is... I do that actually sometimes when I'm animating in Blender, is I'll use a blue line sketch for the main character, rough animation, and then I'll use a red line sketch for secondary motion, like on a different layer, so I can see more clearly what's primary motion of the, stuff that's attached to the character, and then what's secondary motion, like hair or fur flipping around, stuff like that. All right. Before I get too...
Lewis says, I like how you have done the beach designs. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm especially looking forward to getting into the shadow and the lighting on this, because I want to have some dappled light from the palm trees, but also a lot of clarity in the water, and maybe some caustic lighting down there. So I have thoughts, I have ideas. The characters will look cool too, but I'm currently getting ready for some cool, fun water shading.
And where does this take place?
Oh, Eridu Delta.
So this is a location in the dream world, kind of south of Andaruna.
Yeah,
That's why the palm trees are that color.
Exactly, they're like a special dream world sort of a palm tree. There's more info about it, of course. Now there's more info in the lore book that we're building for Ascension, so it'll actually be something.
I think the palm trees are kind of Dr. Seuss. I agree. When I was coloring them.
Yeah, They especially look cool at night because they glow. Because of course they do.
Mammo, that's a heart. That's not a Tesla logo on Nama. That is a heart. And actually, I think we came up with that before Tesla, so there. Maybe they saw Nama and got inspired.
Fully possible.
How do those trees photosynthesize, Dave? I know they glow in the dark.
I don't know the exact biomechanical method of some of the fun colors and how they work in the dream world of plants. I just know that I like to color things however I like to color them.
All I know is that they glow at night.
Yeah, I thought the teal and like dark violet looked really good on this swimsuit design originally. I'm gonna try that out with Nama, see what we think.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we need a character based on the Lorax to show up and act like an obnoxious lifeguard.
Oh boy.
Maybe we could get Mr. Nibs as the Lorax, or maybe Grun.
Yeah, he's almost like kind of close. That might work out.
No. Oh, I think you did invisible colors on Nama's bathing suit. That teal looks good though. It matches the water a little too much. I don't know how you feel.
I think it'll match less when I finish the shading. There's still going to be teal in the water, but it'll be like a visibly different surface type than what Nama's got.
I really like teal with purple. That bluey purple like that. That reminds me of the wild berry Pop-Tarts with the swirls on top.
Yeah, I think so too.
Ooh,
I think that's a sharp look for
wildberry.
Nama.
Mm-hmm. All right, so with these bathing suit designs, the prompt for sketch of the month, which I think was July, I'll get to YouTube chats in question in a minute. The prompt was that the characters, the kids get new bathing suits. So rather than me decide and do research on bathing suits, we had a bunch of people in the Discord pick out bathing suits for everybody, and then Dave did the final decision. And then the colors I mentioned will change here to whatever Dave likes. And we'll see how we go here.
Yeah, I'm just playing around in real time. Making Bast's trunks a
Okay.
little darker so it has better contrast with his skin tone. Whip
Dave.
is perfect.
Yeah.
Can't improve on perfection.
Well, Whip's bathing suit, everybody grabbed the Borat one right away. The hideous green thing.
Maybe they might have been completely correct. I can't dispute that.
He seems pretty content. I don't know when those ears go down. It might fall off.
Oh, that's all right. Whip is bold. He will survive whatever occurs.
Okay. Omen struggles with landscapes and really likes the landscapes we create. How do you come up with these? I will say we look at the world around us and we think like, what would kind of be more fun if we were in charge? And then after that, it goes into the color mode and we just start playing around and changing things, if I remember. Like I know this palm tree does the color scheme on the palm trees. I used to color palm trees like this in elementary school in these colors, and I don't remember what else I've done it on, but I know this started in a commission we did one time. And we moved the trees over a couple times now and incorporated them into the series. Do you have any thoughts on it, Dave, on how to do landscapes?
I do, but right now I'm distracted trying to figure out what color I want Lilith's bathing suit to be.
Okay, I'll keep talking. Like, so Dave drew all of these rocks, and originally rocks are gray, and there was a really pretty red rock design at Megaplex for the swimming pool, and I was gonna go with red here, but then Dave was thinking of like a white beach, and so currently it's a very tan color, but we'll see if it goes to more of a white, and I think that's gonna look really good with the palm trees. So it's kind of like the backgrounds and landscapes go through a couple sections. They're like a pipeline here where we start with like idea, concept, what does it do, design, and then colors can change the whole thing completely different. Because here you get like the blue, the white, the pink, the off blue of the palm tree. It just, it looks completely different when it's colored in, and we don't know what it's going to be until it reaches the final layer. And even then, Dave is probably going to change that sand tone a little bit on me.
I think that it's like if you're wondering like how do I make an interesting landscape, what do I do? The best inspiration that I could ever think of is there's just a lot of really interesting real world stuff. So I would say if you can, get out and do some hiking, and if you're like landlocked or whatever, even just looking at documentaries, nature documentaries, like video, picture books, and when you start to see some of the incredible variation that's really out there, then you just sort of take the next step with your imagination and be like, oh, well, this is awesome. Now, what if, and then, think of a hypothetical way to sort of change the landscape into something that's a little bit different from what's already there, and and then you get something new.
Mm-hmm.
So just...
Lewis wants to know... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, sometimes it doesn't even have to be, like, complex or, oh, he's a genius to think of this. It's like, no, even, like, look at the Starfall Forest. Like, the loveleaf trees, they're basically just a tree, where it's like, hey, what if it was hollow and the leaves were on the inside instead of the outside? We're not talking like genius level thinkery here, but the result is something that is, when you see it illustrated especially, it's very evocative, it's cool, you've never seen it before, and it's sort of fun to think, hey, what would that be like to run around in? How would that work? And so it doesn't have to be...
read this tree to you, like you see a picture of that, and you're like, that's supposed to be a tree thing.
Yeah, so sometimes you might be making it a little harder than it needs to be. Just sort of think about like fun what ifs, like things that are not real, but wouldn't it be cool if they were real? And then you can, play with it.
Yeah, I mean, for example, something you could do, I've seen this done before, it's like you get like little mushrooms, but they're really big like trees. Now you have giant tree mushrooms. And then, so you draw that, and then when it goes to colors, you can just do whatever you want and see what looks good at the time.
Yeah, giant mushrooms
very popular
are a classic. I think there's a lot of fantasy stuff that has mushrooms, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can't have big mushrooms. Like, I'm sure at some point in the lore book, one of our settings is going to have some cool mushrooms of some form. So it's like, there are times where you don't need to reinvent the wheel, just have fun. You can have trees, you can have mushrooms. But then, when you get a good opportunity and inspiration strikes, then you can put something a little different in there, something with a little bit of a twist on it.
Tyclad thinks you should go librarian lavender olives bathing suit.
Oh, I will try lavender. Right now I have it as a sort of like a teal color, but lavender might be the one. I tried pink, and pink just originally I was thinking, oh, maybe that'll do a good job of matching, the magenta leaves of these palm trees up there, but it just didn't quite wind up looking right.
Right. All right. What would be more embarrassing for Lilith, the sexy black or the same color green she has on, so at a distance it looks like she's not wearing anything? I don't think black would be embarrassing. I think the green would be problematic. I've seen human beings wear tan pants where it looks like they're not wearing any pants at all. And I have had to do triple takes on those.
Phantom pants, they're known as.
They were slacks. It was weird. All right, question for you.
Yeah, let's try a lavender on Lilith. Ooh.
Really?
Yeah, what do you think?
I gotta refresh. It's not showing up right away. What is your favorite character in the Dreamkeeper series?
Hard to say. I think my classic go-to is Whip.
Okay, I think the purple looks really, really good because the arm thing kind of gives the idea of frilly.
Yeah.
Although honestly, that lavender purple looks very underwear to me.
I feel like it kind of helps connect across the illustration to Nama a little bit.
I agree.
Yeah. So I'm gonna...
It also brings out her inner ear color in a pastel, which is nice. I will say I don't think of a lot of pastel bathing suits. That always goes kind of underwear in my mind. But you could do it if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a shot and see how it works. Good suggestion.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, Lorenzo wants to know, how has your day been so far?
So far, my day has been pretty nice. I'm streaming now. Earlier, I got to do opening ceremonies for CouchCon.
Yeah.
Redline Art Clinic was fun. We had some really cool submissions for that. After that, I got off and I got another associate producer commission taken care of. So if you're an associate producer, they are getting knocked out one at a time. Some fun drawings. Got to eat some food, and the weather is very delightful. And now I'm streaming again, and I'm gonna get some cool beach illustration stuff drawn. So I'm just having a nice time.
Okay. What if Lilith's suit was Nama pink and Nama's suit was Lilith green? Just switch the character colors?
I
And
think
that's what Nama's looking at. Nama's like, how did we do this?
that would be fun, but I'm gonna leave some of those what ifs for the high resolution backers, so anyone that gets a hold of the actual files can obviously, if you get the CSP file, you can play around and modify colors until the cows come home.
Phil 98 thinks a light blue on Lilith's swimsuit would be good. We wanted a light blue on, or a kind of a light teal on Mace's Speedo, so I don't know how much blue we need. Willie thought there was a lot of teal blue already here with the water, which I kind of agree with.
Yeah.
But I don't know, that wild berry looks so good on Nama.
Granted, I do think the water teal is going to be toned. Well, it's going to be chromatic, but it's going to not feel as dominant of a color scheme when it's no longer flat. But that said, it's still going to be pretty heavy in the composition, so...
I figured.
Yeah.
Lewis says that whip is so adorable.
Aw, thank you. Alright, right now I'm just going underneath and deciding what color all of the sand is going to be under the water. Especially in the distance, you're not going to see the underwater sand at all, but closer up to the characters, the closer you get, the more you're looking directly down, the more you might see through the water to the surface below.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of important to pick out some colors that look kind of cool.
I didn't put a serious ground layer on Mace and Bast because I figured you could handle it.
Yeah, I got it. Call this sky. I'm actually tempted to use some of my sky pictures in the sky and see how they look.
I might bring in some really subtle clouds, actually, if you can find a good one.
Yeah, I've got some that I took out by Lake Erie, I think it is.
Nobody will know that the kids are actually in Lake Erie, which... Oh, hey, wait a minute, that's beautiful.
Yeah, right?
Wow! It is the same sky no matter where you go, I guess. Look at those. Those look like the beach. Those could be anywhere.
Of course, I'm not just going to drop it in here raw. I'm going to mess with it, add some gradients, probably control the color a little bit more, but it's like a starting point, yeah.
This will save some time. This basically saves some time on, like, if Dave wanted to go in and do, like, some serious cloud painting. Oh, let's see. Dominique says he didn't get a notification that there was a stream on his phone. Did you forget to post this? I thought I saw it on Twitter.
I don't know. I'm sure that there's probably notifications that go out sometimes, but I guess it depends on if you are signed up for notifications on Picardo or YouTube or X or wherever we're streaming. But so it could be maybe we hit the button wrong, or maybe the platform is goofy, or it's possible too. I know, especially YouTube, the more time goes on, the more it's like, oh, you used to be subscribed to someone and you'd see what they do, and then YouTube was like, no. If people subscribe to you, we're not going to show them your content. They have to subscribe, and they have to turn notifications on. They have to hit the notification bell. And then it's like, oh, well, you can subscribe to somebody, you won't see their stuff. You can hit the bell, you still won't see their stuff. Then you have to go in and, trip the secret tripwire, the ultimate whatever. So it's just like they keep on kind of moving the goalposts, and it gets sillier and sillier as time goes on. So I can't claim that I am up to speed on exactly how to successfully see what you want to see on the internet. It seems like that's something where they kind of do their best to make that a challenge for you.
They want you to mess around and put some lightning pictures and bad skies back there, Dave. Can you make it like a red hellscape? Just do like a red tint back there, like they're in hell.
I don't want to make it hell. It's supposed to be delightful. It's supposed to be a tropical delight.
Where it's always sunny and there are no real, like, storms. There are always storms in the tropics.
Well, no, this is why
That's where
I'm
all the
pulling in.
green comes from.
This is why I'm pulling in some cloud imagery because I actually do want it to be not like stormy, but just there's a little bit of an overcast. It's not completely like here's a clear blue sky. Not that I'm against clear blue skies, but I feel like it's just a little more fun if there's something going on in the atmosphere. In fact, I'm gonna make a folder for the sky here.
Phil 98 says a sunset would be a good idea. We did a sunset for Lane's commission, which was in the same environment with B and an indigo. So I don't know if we want to do sunset again.
I want to go for like a daytime because I have specific ideas for how the well, not the sun, but like the day moon is going to be going through the trees and making some nice effects.
Have you ever used real backgrounds in the comics? I don't think we have at all ever.
I don't
But
know.
I've seen a couple.
It
No, maybe sand texture.
Well, yeah, it depends on what you mean by real backdrops. Like, for example, I've used this paper texture all the time. But I don't think that's what people mean. I think they mean, have you ever used photographs? Sometimes we use photographs for texture. I've taken photographs of like cave walls and I've used that for stone texture, or if there's like some good gravel on the side of the road.
Never instead of drawing. I know that.
Well, I mean, obviously drawing is what I do, but there's a degree to which you can weave in some photograph textures with drawings to kind of give it a little more oomph, a little more, well, literal texture.
I've seen you use sky photos like this in the background of some commissions. I can think of two in particular you've done.
I don't remember if I've used sky photographs inside of the graphic novels or not. So I would actually say that's like a strong maybe. It's not something that I'd be like completely opposed to. Like if it like this is actually I'm sort of experimenting with it a little bit here. If I can get it to look good the way I want, then it's like huzzah.
I know when you put them in, yeah, you turn a lot of it down and make it very subtle so it doesn't look like an obvious like photo paste.
Yeah, like even right now, like this is the original photo. It's like, yep, there's a photo in there, but then once you add some additional nuance and layers and color and push it back, it starts to look a little more like part of it. And there might even be additional gradients when we add atmospheric perspective later, so we will see. But I think that's decent as a placeholder sky for now.
Well, Lewis says thank you so much.
So yeah, I guess short answer, I don't think I've used photographed skies in the graphic novels before, but that's not out of any like, oh, I'm too sophisticated for that. It's just that I don't think I have. It's possible that I have, but it's not like I'm trying to explicitly avoid it. It would just be like, oh, I haven't happened to use that technique before, you know.
The really funny thing is people can't tell. It's not obvious.
I would be able
like
to
here, I know when you're done.
Like if I had
You
time
can
to
tell,
go
but-
through like page by page, I'd be able to tell for sure. But
I'm saying readers can't tell. I just know I've seen it done in a couple of Sky Commission pieces you've done.
I don't know. I bet if they were looking for it, they could tell. I don't think it's like that sophisticated and sneaky or anything.
Will you be restocking or adding new items to your stores? Yes, definitely. However, the stores are having a sudden remodel today, actually, just by chance. The team is working on it. When it comes back, both of them are going to have new items in there, but right now they're just, I think Vivid After Dark is down because it's a complete revision. Safe for Work is waiting for that to be complete. So we will have new items, but right now we're just holding off, doing what we can in the Discord with the commissions. And I think on Sunday I'm going to see what's done in the stores, and I may start showing some of the original arts in the Discord, or we'll just have things for sale after CouchCon and call it CouchCon again. You know?
Yeah, if you're like if you're really watching the clock, being like, when is the thing's gonna be in the stores? They're just going through some tech issues right now, so we're doing commissions in the Discord, so you can jump on the commissions whenever you want. And then if you're waiting for the other items, there's going to be new items, but right now the stores are going through their tech stuff, so we will just notify you in the Dreamcord, and we'll notify in social media when the stores are done and things are back up and running again.
Where did you get your sand texture? Because I know you don't Google sand texture. That's yours personally.
I have two sand textures that I mainly use. Not that these are like the only files I ever use, but just generally, I'm always going for my burnt paper texture. That's what I'm using right now. Technically it's a burnt paper scan where I just toasted this thing in the oven and scanned it, and now I use it all the time. And then I also took a photograph of sand at the Sleeping Bear Dunes, and one of them came out pretty good, so I'll use that sometimes too. It's just kind of, it's kind of based on mood which one I use.
You took a photo of one of my bathroom rugs, and you use it for moss sometimes too.
Well, maybe your bathroom rugs shouldn't look like they could potentially be used as moss textures. I don't know what to tell
Oh,
you.
well, maybe I purposely bought them to look like a moss texture, because that was my thing.
Are you buying textures? Are you baiting me with textures?
Yeah. I'm getting really interesting rugs to make my husband happy. Look, honey. This one is green.
Look at the texture
Just
on
to
that.
bait you.
I'm gonna keep
No,
this
you know,
running,
I don't.
I'll be right back. I'm hitting the restroom.
Okay. Fine.
And I'm back from outer space.
Okay, anyway. You know what I should do is I should honestly just take you to like a rug store, like a floor installing store, and just let you go at it with the camera. You can get a lot of like wood grain textures. Yes, a rug shop, like the bathroom rug and towel section of Myers. Just let you go at it.
All rugs, all the time. No compromises.
Okay. But they think Nama is the one who's going to get sunburned because she has skin, not a layer of fur like the others.
That's true. She's probably more likely to get burned.
She's more like a demon gecko. Kind of, yeah. A little dragon.
I have noticed that I don't get sunburned as much as I used to at all anymore.
You?
Yeah.
I don't know what you do.
It's goofy. I've seen people write about this on the internet. I don't know if it's baloney or not, but at least if I'm an example, it seems to kind of track, which is that sometimes if you stop eating seed oils, you will stop burning as much, because actually one of the layers of your skin obviously has like a lipid layer, so there's fats in there, and the seed oils are just like this bad thing that makes your fat layer very unhealthy, and so that is something that fails to insulate you against the solar radiation, so you just tend to actually get more damage to your skin. Whereas if you have healthy fats, you can just kind of chill for a lot longer, and you get sun and you get all the vitamin D and all that good stuff, but it doesn't really burn you as much. I mean, I'm sure you could still burn yourself if you tried, but for me, whenever I get out there to try to get some vitamin D, I don't know, I just haven't really had experience with sunburn like I used to back before I got my healthy diet jazz going.
Okay. Lizards. What is this? Okay, lizards don't get sunburned, and they need to bask in the sun to absorb vitamins, and then because they're cold-blooded, it like generates energy for them because they're reliant on that. They don't get sunburned though, but they get their vitamins. They like, my lizard has a lot of little scales. Geckos aren't really scaly like the tegu or the alligator, but maybe geckos are a lot smaller. I think Nama has more of a gecko skin, which kind of feels like a human skin layer. Like with the alligator and the lizard, the tegu, you can see like definite bumps, which are the individual scales. And those don't grow, and that's why they have to shed their skin, is because that's when the scales layer sheds, because the scales get bigger.
Yeah, I feel like Nama doesn't have like scales. Like if you looked at her skin, you wouldn't see like a bunch of lizard scales on her.
No, I think it's much more. I think it's more like a day gecko, frankly, or like a golden gecko. I used to have a golden gecko. And that felt like a soft skin on them. Is she amphibious?
Nah, she
I
can't breathe through her
no.
skin in the water.
No, you're right. No, Dominique, I'm not asking where you live. You said that you're having trouble with your account and that your account is new and banned on things. And I'm asking, where are you seeing our stream if you have trouble with this?
New pre-banned account.
I don't know.
Welcome
I don't
to
know
the
if you're
internet.
referring
You're
to
already
Patreon
banned.
or Twitter or YouTube because you're on YouTube right now.
Well, if anyone has any like serious account access issues or whatever, I guess if it's something that we can help with, hit us up at our customer service email and we can probably help with tech issues. But a lot of the stuff is going to be like, you know, like if there's YouTube is restricting your account or whatever it is, you'd have to talk to
If
YouTube.
it's because you have or maybe if you have a parent block on because you're under 18, you know, you might want to figure out what's going on there. And we can't do anything about that.
Limits to our powers. We cannot troubleshoot Google for the world, as much as I'd love to.
I wish. I was troubleshooting PayPal today earlier.
It's always fun.
I know.
This is the part of the process that most people probably think is like tedious, but once you get all your layers organized and clean and divided the way you want, and then you can start using them in pretty cool ways to get effects that you really like.
I really like Nama's teal bathing suit. I do agree it blends with the water a lot. When I saw you do that, and I know you're going to change it, I'm just saying that originally I thought you had erased her bathing suit and it went to a back layer. It was just invisible.
Like the fadeaway girl style thing we did for that one sketch of the month.
I'd like to try that again, actually, with other characters. That might be cool. Snow Dreamkeepers with voiding parental lock powers. You know what? I think it would be really hard to figure out what your power is if you are forever having to fight parental locks. I mean, I think powers are designed to fight against nightmares as kind of a survival issue. So if your power in the wild is surviving parental locks, I think the nightmares are going to get you.
My power is I can go where I'm not supposed to be. Hooray! And then you become the next Mr. Ballin video.
Well, yeah, you're invincible until you find out you're not. Okay, Dominique is on YouTube. I don't know why you think your account is restricted. Maybe you have marked your account as restricted accidentally. Like when you made it, you didn't click approved on something.
Yeah, well,
and I
regardless,
don't
we
think
can't really
yeah.
Troubleshoot your Google account. So if you're having trouble with that, you're gonna have to contact someone at YouTube or Google or somebody else. We can wish you well, but we cannot help out.
I don't think the voting preference of your state determines whether or not you see our YouTube channel. So I don't know who's voting for what in Missouri, but you do you. You're okay. Oh,
Missouri's legislature just loves cat videos, and they are like only cat videos in Missouri.
Well, we got a cat girl, so maybe they'll be fooled. I don't know how you got your account on Twitter restricted. Maybe you did something. Don't get in trouble. It will affect what you do in the future.
Don't get in trouble. Well, I mean, sometimes you never know. It could just be an AI going rogue. There's a thing a while back, I guess, recently where I didn't experience it, but some people were saying that Discord started moderating their stuff with AIs, And a lot of people, I guess, were getting permanent Discord account bans because they were posting images that involved like a grid, like, you know, like a bingo sheet looking thing. And they're just like, we don't know why, but for some reason, these grid images just set off the AI filter, and the AI went on a banning spree, just taking people out if they posted an image that had like a grid involved with it.
Oh, that's terrible. How do you, you know, they you click the boxes and fill out the grid in order to be approved, not a robot.
Yeah,
Just ban everybody who gets it right.
pretty much.
We think Lilith has good legs.
Oh, good.
I'll tell her.
The better for walking
She'll be
with.
very shy and embarrassed.
Right now I'm erasing all of the lines that are used to define things underneath the water. And I'm just keeping, on this layer of the line work, I'm only keeping the lines that are like surface water lines. And that way, I can put like a fader on the whole thing and have a nice opacity effect. And of course
If you wanted that punched, you could have told me.
Oh no, you punched everything the way, like, God intended. It's just I don't know exactly what I'm going to do until I sit down and I'm really getting into the image.
Okay, no, when I say punched, what Dave wants me to do when I color now is I have to go in to the line layer, make a separate line layer, and then remove all the backgrounds so only the characters are available. And then there's a special part of Clip Art Studio that makes everything transparent except for the lines, so it's very it's like a multiple layer but on like overkill. And he likes it when I do that on the characters to help him out. We call it punched.
Yeah, like punching the lines out from the background.
And then if it's not perfect, he gets upset and redoes it.
Ree!
Oh, you read. Okay.
The danger of the Ree. You never know when a Ree is gonna strike. Random Rees.
Perfect. Cry of the banshee, the Ree. You ever do digital color and lighting with your drawings? If you're talking to us, yes, we're doing it right now in front of you. Dave can also do watercolor and color pencil, but we like to do digital on all of our stuff here. I don't think you've done color pencil and watercolor in a very long time. Probably 20 years at least.
Yeah, probably not since college or high school.
Yeah. You used to do a lot of painting in high school, though. I know that. I used to do a ton of color pencil in high school. I was all color pencil and watercolor.
Yeah.
I remember I took a watercolor class in college just for fun, and I was really disappointed and frustrated by that teacher because he wouldn't let us use all the colors like we were learning something. I was like, just let me get creative and fun with this. And it's so frustrating. He was very dumb.
Do I know which teacher that was?
The one, no, you don't. It wasn't, it was in the community college before I went to CCAD.
Oh, okay.
I never took a CCAD watercolor class. I knew that was a waste of time back then. But no, this guy, he seriously looked like the Ghostbusters Egon from animated show. Like with the blonde hair, he looked exactly like you would imagine Egon.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, who's Egon? Okay, so that needs to be somebody's power when they scream "Ree." It causes everyone in earshot to experience a mental lock and fall unconscious. That seems like something a Vanth would do. I don't know, that just looks like a sonar bat sound. The power to be annoying, says Phil98, yeah.
Very underestimated ability.
Are you happy with your sky?
So far so good.
Okay, it's honestly, I feel like you brought in a really interesting sky and you toned it down so much. It looks like you just like took a little blue airbrush and like bip 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 throughout it. You really turned off most of the effect of that sky. I wish you'd put it back.
It's not done yet.
I know. That's why I asked if you were happy with it. I hope you go back and bring in the clouds, sir.
I'm still getting things organized right now.
I will say, I sometimes like it when there's like a photograph back there as a background. I know Sai Coyote does a really good job, like bringing the characters in the background like that in. That looks really good when he does it. Dave, is there any news on future cons yet? Well, I know we're doing Monroe Pop Fest this year. I've heard we may take a little break from conventions, but then we're gonna come back and do some really big ones soon. Not soon, but like we're eyeing some much larger ones in the furry conventions, like really big ones.
I don't know. We just we don't have any explicit plans right now, but especially once we get some video games done and out there in Steam so people can play them, it'd be nice to go to some more mainstream conventions.
Yeah, something that's a little more like general population and not niche. But the complication is we have to figure out travel combined with actually we don't want to go and spend a lot of time at conventions and not get work done here.
Yeah. That's actually one of the things I like doing is the more time we are at home, the more production we're actually getting done, and it's kind of a priority to get a lot of stuff produced, especially right now. So I don't know. I'm really not missing like more conventions. I'm kind of like, hey, this is nice. We're getting a lot of work done. Let's keep doing this.
Corbin's talking about San Diego Comic Con. I don't want to do San Diego right now because it's the travel and the logistics. It's too hard on us for that distance.
It kind of
or Seattle. Jeez, you people. Willie Silver was talking Seattle Comic Con by him. It's the West to East Coast is really hard on us, so I don't know how to do that yet.
There's also kind of like there's also, I would say, a mix of mainstream stuff. I would like to go to a mainstream convention where it's still like a focus on a lot of like indie level content that people enjoy, because I don't want to go to like my impression of Comic Con, you know, the big one, is that it's less about any kind of indie games or indie comics, and it's really more about literal television and like Hollywood celebrities, like, you know, people that you see on TV and like Netflix and stuff. So at that point, if that's what people are going for, then they're not really going to look at like actual smaller scale projects. So I don't know. I think that there's going to be a happy medium where it's an event where people go and they actually do kind of care about some of the more indie stuff, but at the same time, it's bigger than like, you know, some of these other events that we've gone to in the past. And there's less tolerance for I don't know, like diapers flying around everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're looking at one in Florida, an alternate one in Florida, and that is 10 times larger than the largest. I think, yeah, 10 times larger than Megaplex and 5 times larger than MFF. So we're looking at those, but we have to reassess here after Volume 6 is ready, maybe after Ascension is out.
Yeah, I really want to get like a major Dreamkeepers release before I start like majorly gearing up and thinking, oh, we have to start hitting tons of conventions. It's like I either want to get Ascension out or Skirmish out or Volume 6 out, but right now I've got like 3 huge Dreamkeepers projects that are all sort of like hovering around the completion point. Well, they're not all hovering around the completion point, but they're all in the pipeline going towards completion. And it's like, you know what? I want one of them to be done and in people's hands, and then maybe we can think about running around and like going to some events. But until the stuff is done,
yeah.
I mean, not that we won't do any conventions at all. It's just that I'm not planning to put a lot of focus into that at the moment.
Yeah. For example, we've never been to like MegaCon, and we need to do a little research and see what the tables look like. So we need to know if we need to improve our table, spruce up lighting, power, electricity. We want to have the Yark demo ready to go so there's something to show off.
Yeah.
We need to, like, we basically need to make sure we go there ready to go. And to make a big splash. We don't want to, like, misstep.
I don't know. Well, I still view any event that we go to as like something where the first year is almost more like laying the groundwork, and it's something that takes a long time and a consistent presence to build up something that's worthwhile.
Yep.
Are you saying something? You're breaking up a lot.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Call's going wonky. I'm gonna end the call and try restarting it. You'll have to come back here and jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I restarted it. It might work better for you now.
Okay.
Seems like Telegram, they were doing that a while back, and then they kind of like seemed to get better. But it seems like they've returned to the thing where after a call has been going on for, I don't know, 40 minutes, an hour, suddenly it'll start going glitchy fantastic. I think at this point it is, I suspect it's the Telegram servers, because it seems like the stream is going fine. It doesn't seem like I'm glitching out to anyone on the stream, but you and me in the call together, like after an hour, Telegram will just start going ballistic. So I think
Yeah,
it's
well,
just,
I heard clicking, and that's how I knew it was going crazy.
yeah, I was also losing sound on you over here, so it was like a double-sided issue.
Yeah. Okay. Chicago is in Illinois. Is it next to Michigan? No, that's what is Chicago 6 hours away?
I don't know, something like that.
It's not right next to you. You gotta really work and travel to get there. Also, we are not fond of the Chicago roads and cityscape in the winter, so I don't know if we would ever do anything in Chicago again. Florida's a lot kinder to us. The East Coast is a lot kinder for traveling.
I also just don't like doing anything in Chicago because there's so many like outrageous tolls. It's just a really horribly designed city. They'll have like tollways there where it's like you're just trying to get where you're going, and then you have to stop and be like, oh, you have to pay this toll. And it's like, okay, like, toll roads, that happens. That's not outrageous.
Well, yeah.
But then you go to pay the toll and it's like, oh, by the way, we only take quarters. No credit cards, no dollars, only quarters. Haha. And if you don't pay right here, then we're going to get your license plate and send you a big bill. Haha. And it's like, oh,
And everyone's
I see.
back behind you and really mad. And note, if you want to go to a restaurant, you're doing this every time back and forth.
Yeah, so it's a bunch of little like gotcha traps where you realize, oh, they made this actually non-functional on purpose so they can just effectively harass you. And then if you manage to get out to a restaurant and do everything right, then you look at the restaurant bill and it's like, oh, guess what you forgot? In Chicago, there's an 11% tax on everything. So you have this outrageous sales tax that just makes everything way more expensive for a way worse experience. So I don't know, it's just especially like when it was that convention we were going to was like a winter convention, and everything is like windy and slushy and cold and miserable, and the parking garages are like super far away from where you're going, so you have to walk like half a mile anyways through these.
No, it's worse than that. It's like if you're just attending the convention, you get all that, but we have like, I don't know, like a huge carload of things to unpack and move, and we have to keep the merch nice. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, when you're like, it's not just that you're like doing all that stuff, but then you have to figure, oh, I have like all this stuff to unload. Like I have a logistical puzzle to solve here.
Yeah.
So it just sort of turns into like, this is a massive pain in the ass. And unlike the people in charge of this city are doing their best to make it not easier. The opposite of easier is what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Not a huge
It really
fan of
comes
Chicago.
down to it really comes down to the logistical issue. So that's why we're looking at MegaCon a little bit.
Yeah, maybe then. Maybe there's other ones that are like video game conventions. We'll just play by ear.
Yeah, but we want to get some projects done first. Hold on. Just there's some stuff going on inside. I'll tell you in a minute.
Oh, okay.
If
Sounds.
you can't hear the sounds over here.
It sounds funny.
Hold on. Dave, not to go into details, but it's a miracle. It's gonna be okay on the side here. It's apparently report it's a miracle.
Are you talking about the Caravan Palace song "Miracle"? That's a good one.
No, no, a quote.
Every day is a miracle.
That's a good song. A quote. It's a miracle. So, all right, that's a report from the back end.
Report from the back end.
Out of context, it's a miracle. So
Liz is
that's
in-
a report to you.
Liz is in constant contact with the gnomes.
I am. The squirrels are sending the messages here. So apparently there's hope with whatever the hell that is. You know what? I would like it if you just like maybe people could take your sky out and just put like a hurricane or a tornado back there. Because there's that right palm tree in the back that's like completely straight up. That looks like it's in the middle of a hurricane.
Just put like a nuclear mushroom cloud back there. No, that's not what was supposed to happen.
Oh man. Okay, Michigan is surrounded by water, yes, but we're not full of cornfields. We actually have trees. We really don't have a lot of cornfields, honestly.
There's some good cornfields.
Not like Nebraska. Like Nebraska is all. Oh, Corbin says thank you so much for the sketch. That's because he is an associate producer, and I sent the scan to him.
Ah, nice. Thank you.
Yay! Great. Okay.
Well, thank you for being an associate producer. That's very nice of you.
Yep. And I haven't checked email. If you email us your address, we can send you the physical one.
Yeah, just to clarify for anyone listening, if you're listening to this, like, what? If you're an associate producer, you get a commission? I don't want to lead that expectation on, because most of the time, no. Like, associate producers, they're just supporting the production on Dreamkeeper's projects at an amazing, heroic level. Commissions are not actually a part of the stated tier rewards, but sometimes, like, especially usually around CouchCon, I'm like, you know what, like, it's not an explicit part of the tier rewards, but I would like to do something for these people. They support us so much, so so yeah, if someone is thinking about like, oh, I'm gonna join that tier because I like that reward, then that would actually be not an optimal reason to join that tier, because you're probably not gonna reliably get that reward.
It's also filled up right now.
Well, yeah, right now, like, it's at max 10 people, and I got the 10 for the month, so I'm doing those pieces of art right now. So, I don't know. Associate producers, thank you guys very much. Actually, yeah, if somebody wanted to be an associate producer right now, they would not be able to, because that tier is completely full. But just for future reference, if you're thinking, oh, I'd like to get me some commissions, the associate producer tier, sometimes I can do things for people on that tier, but I don't want to make you think that is like a sure thing if you get on that tier, because I don't want people to spend that much thinking they're going to get something that is like, oh, actually that's not part of what you get. I just want to make sure people understand really clearly what they get, and then they can make good purchasing decisions based on their resources.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes we switched up and we offer like a Sharpie then, or whatever, depending on when CouchCon happens.
Yeah, I think this year I was just able to be like, you know what, let's just do a pencil sketch for everyone. Associate producer tier, you guys have been supporting us. We're going to do a pencil sketch for you, like during CouchCon here.
Yep.
I like these blue
People
coconuts.
wish they could be on the beach with these characters, Dave.
Yeah, I wanna illustrate this so well that you actually feel like you're on the beach with these characters, and then you can kind of get that much closer to having what you want.
And then if you get the high-res file from our Patreon tier, you can put a big photo of you in the background staring at them in the sky. And then you are there, just like, I would love to see like a Big Brother is watching you picture of like somebody's eyes and face, just like rah, in the background, like the sun, like the baby sun from Teletubbies, but it's your face and you're just staring at them.
I think that's what everyone really secretly wants, yeah.
Oh, no, it's freaking creepy. All right, Dave put a straw on a coconut in the front there, and I just colored it orange to make sure he could find it.
Of course, little do you know, that's not a straw, that's a stem. Because I thought...
What?
It's a stem. How do you think the coconuts are attached to the trees? Also, these are not coconuts, these are loconuts.
Serious?
Because I decided to make something like coconuts, but better for my fantasy world. In my world, they come with straws pre-attached. Automatically, so I don't have to break them
well
open.
then I'm right. Then I'm right that it's a straw, not a stem, sir.
But it's like a naturally occurring straw, which is called, scientifically, they call those stems. Scientifically, Liz.
Oh, so if it's your idea, it's scientifically. Okay, God, thank you.
Yes, scientifically.
So wait a minute. Is trusting the science trusting you? What is this? What are you?
I just like to put the word scientifically and objectively in front of things that I declare, because it makes me feel like people can't really argue with me as much.
Oh, you're the artist. I see what this is.
I mean, objectively,
Thanks,
I am the
Rob.
artist. Objectively, Liz, I'm objectively the artist. If you're being objective about it, so if you want to be objective, then and if I put the word objectively in front of a sentence, you have no choice but to agree with me. That's how that works. Objectively.
Can I objectively disagree with you?
Fuck you! You figured out the trick. God damn it!
All right. Why do they have the holes like bowling balls? What are you doing?
Those are not bowling ball holes, but I see those on regular coconuts, and I think that they have a nice look to them, so I just copied it right over.
Okay. What do they taste like? We want to know. The
Oh,
chat wants to
I
know.
love coconut, so it actually just tastes like coconut.
Okay.
I'm sorry
All
if
right,
you were looking
yeah,
for
you're-
something that was very different from coconuts. These are coconuts that are slightly modified to be more convenient, but they're not significantly different from coconuts.
So basically, if you're like, oh gosh, I wish I could try something of the dream world. Oh my gosh, what does that taste like? You get a coconut and you paint it blue, and you're there.
Yeah, just paint it blue.
Thanks, Dave.
That's pretty much all you got to do. Well, mine are way easier to get into. You don't need like a hammer. You don't need to break a sweat.
Okay. Does Loconut? You call it Loconut? Seriously?
Well, listen, the book has not been published yet, so we could change things before the Ascension lore book gets published, but in the current draft, Liz, in the current draft,
Okay.
they're called Loconuts.
Okay. Well, now we're asking if it has a laxative effect, sir.
A laxative effect? Why would it have what the hell? What's wrong with you people?
I don't know what Happy Guy One has an issue with coconuts, but you know.
Why are we suddenly having laxative effects? Like this, that doesn't sound like fun. That doesn't sound like my dream world.
Happy Guy One, get out of the dream world. You're not invited to this dream world. Make your own dream world.
Someone else is gonna make a dream world where everything's a laxative.
Barbados Slim wants to know why we can't have these coconuts in real life. 'Cause God is cruel.
I don't know, like if
That's
I can
why
apply
people
for
live.
the position of God. I know the current guy is real awesome. He's made so many species of beetles, but listen, maybe we could let someone else take a crack at it for a while. Just saying.
My Silvers is still relaxed about your laxative, Dave.
So many
You know what?
species of beetles.
Somebody has to try these coconuts. You never know. You never know.
What don't I never know?
If they're laxative or not.
No, I do, because I don't want them to be. Like, it's at the stage of creation where it's whatever I want it to be, and if I don't want it to be a laxative, then it's just magically not. This is...
Okay, well, Happy Guy One, you've angered and made God very insecure.
God is now talking to himself at a faster pace and in a higher register of voice.
All right. So I want to know, Dave, are you? I think if you did this in a night scene, actually, you'd have to do a lot of work on the glow leaves. So I don't think you're going to do that. But it would be fun if you could easily do a night version of this one.
It would be cool, but I've got my heart set on a day version.
I figured everybody would be in the dark anyway. But the leaves glowing would be fun. Happy Guy One watched Castaway, got worried. I don't remember that scene.
That's the Tom Hanks one, right?
Yeah, I saw that in theaters, and I don't remember. The only thing I remember from that movie is everybody really liked the Wilson volleyball, was making fun of that. Then the scene that really stuck out for me was at the end where he sees like all that food just sitting out, going to waste, and it just kind of like, you know, it's like all these pineapple fruit trays and cheese platters.
People just looking all that, just having all that food out there. All right, time for some ambient occlusion lighting.
Just to go back to landscapes and color schemes. Note that if we didn't have the palm trees set, I probably would have considered doing the rocks in like that red color that I've seen done at Megaplex before. But because the palm trees are well, like we preset the pink and the blue before, we've done that before. It just the red was not going to go well with those trees, so that changed the entire rock and sand texture here.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. A lot of times I like to amplify colors in the dream world, but there is like sometimes there's a lot of benefit to going the opposite direction and just desaturating, making something a lot more subtle. And I think that making these rock formations in the sand sort of like this very, very pale, close to real sand, but maybe even more washed out and bleached. I think that's going to create a nice contrast with the chromatic fronds of these palm trees.
It's a really nice texture here. The texture of these rocks reminds me of I went to Typhoon Lagoon in Disney World back a long time ago, maybe over 30 years ago when it was new. And they had a lazy river with all these they're not real rocks, but it was like that Disney fake rock material that looked like that but in gray. It was so pretty.
Gotta love the fake rock materials.
You're asking if it's sandstone. I don't know. I don't know if what Dave is coloring here is actually sandstone. I'm sure it's whatever he wants it to be today. The ones in Disney, it was a fake fiberglass, whatever they do. I think I don't know what they do.
Yeah, I don't think they use real stone. I think they have like a prop sort of material.
Yeah, like a fake cement painted material to get the lazy river to work. Oh, Barbados Slim, I have your associate producer commission done, but I haven't sent it yet. I had to do stream here, but that'll be sent afterwards.
Yeah, I finished it just before the stream. I like how that one came out. That was a fun one.
Oh yeah, that was a really creative one. I'm glad you were able to figure out a workaround on that one, Dave.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
a good idea. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be very close to your birthday piece, which is like an animation of Lilith in the Starfall waterfall.
I know.
I have to get around to doing eventually. It's just we've always got like everything that needs doing and being urgent at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lewis says it's a pleasure to meet you. Keep up the good work. Thank you. It's nice to meet you too.
Hey, thank you very much. We definitely will. We like to do this stuff more than anything. So actually, yeah, the people that do support us by picking up merch that they like, or by backing us on Patreon and stuff, or just by sharing the series, thank you very much for, I don't know, pitching in and helping us keep on working and keep on making more arts.
Stopping by to chatter with us, ask questions, see how we work.
Yeah.
I love that background. Oh my goodness, your rock texture is so fun, Dave.
Yeah, this is like the secret on this one is like, I'm sorry guys, sorry Nama Bass mate, like I like you too, but this is I'm really kind of more about the setting in this piece. I know.
I can tell.
It's going to be the part of it that really makes it work. I think.
Scene. Yeah,
like I know that people will probably just look at the characters and be like, "Oh, characters in swimsuits, how cool." Nothing wrong with that. But if I do a really good job on the background, then I think people will enjoy the characters even more, and most people will not quite understand why the image is more appealing, but the reason is going to be because it just feels it's going to feel just a little more immersive. It's going to feel a little bit more like you're a part of things, and I think it's because we are making the background sort of come alive.
Oh, Phil 98 says the setting adds so much. Yeah. See, this could have been like, oh, characters on blank sandy beach, water at the end, but as soon as there was a foreground, middle ground, background, and we talked, what was it? We talked about the delta in the dream world as a specific location for this, not just like random beach, you know?
Yeah, part of it was we have a specific dream world location near Andaruna that's got all this like cool beach terrain and these unique things. And I was like, you know, we haven't really illustrated a lot of that. I'd love to get a chance to bring some more illustrations of it to life. So when we got this idea from the backers for the sketch of the month, though everyone's in a new swimsuit, I was like, yeah, they should be on this cool beach scene. But what if we made them on specifically a cool Andaruna beach scene? Because then we can get some more Andaruna development in while we're at it. And so away we go.
Okay. Keep hammering the unevolved with high quality until their subconscious finally awakens in the pathway to the true intelligence is open. Oh, we give them story. We give them story.
Unironically, that's
come for the porn and stay for the story.
That's part of what you have to learn to do if you're trying to get into independent entertainment these days. It sounds goofy, but for instance, like on. If you make something that's really, really good and sophisticated and nuanced and like just extremely high quality, entertaining as hell, fantastic piece of work, if you put the work into creating that and you're an independent, no one's gonna see it ever unless you can master a completely separate skill set, which is marketing. And that's why the primary purpose, of course, the ultimate purpose is to create really, really good immersive, rewarding, engaging entertainment. But in order to deliver that to people, you actually have to figure out, it's like stalking a herd of buffalo or something. You have to figure out, okay, well, where are these people at? How do they act? What is the terrain like? How does the algorithm work? What's preventing me from delivering this cool stuff to these people who would absolutely love it if they knew it existed and if they stopped long enough to get a little taste of it? But, you know, getting people to stop long enough to give a taste of anything in the current media environment, it's extremely challenging. I mean, think about the last time, you know, I'm sure if you're on social media, you've seen people trying to get attention, posts here, posts there. Most of it you probably don't even register as seen because you just automatically are going to filter that out. Partially because the harsh truth is most things actually really are not worth looking at. They're not worth spending time on. And so it's really difficult to get someone to look at something that they've never heard from before because, you know, they don't know what it is. For all they know, it's probably just another thing that's not really worth their time. So they're going to move on. They're not going to burn their time looking at stuff.
So what? The why should I?
Yeah, there's that crucial question. And if you got to answer this question when you're putting a story together, you constantly have to answer the question in every scene. So what? Why will the reader care about this? Well, so what about this? Why does this matter? Why does this matter? Why is this interesting? Why should this be interesting? You also have to answer that question. That's the only real overlap between marketing and art and storytelling is like you still have to answer that question of so what? Why is this worth somebody's time to continue looking at this?
Okay.
So,
all right. So Dave,
all that is to say that I think it's worthwhile to spend a lot of time crafting these immersive, rich, rewarding backgrounds and stories, but the thing that is going to help us get around on social media is Rouge the Bat in a Tupperware, and that's just the world we live in.
All right. Do Aryan echoes sound like birds or something else? I think originally they had kind of a singing. They have like a melody sound.
Yeah, I know in the lore we've written that they're very melodic, and I think they have a lot of range in terms of how they can sound. So I think that they can have obviously a lot of bird-like sound, but I would like the Aryan echoes to have even more range than your average bird, that's a challenge because a lot of birds can sound like almost anything, like literally mockingbirds. That's kind of what they're known for. I don't know if Aryan echoes can exactly imitate other things or not, but I'll probably have to figure that out with a little more certainty before we get into publishing the lore book.
Yep, Rouge the Bat is going to make a reappearance on Monday here for a Not Safe for Work stream because she needs some clothing, and we're gonna make that crystal glow. We're gonna do some colors on that thing.
Yeah, it is goofy though. Like, I don't know if there's anyone out there that's trying to build an audience, and sometimes you get frustrated because like, oh, I put out cool pieces, and like I can guarantee we're gonna put all this work into this beautiful background and like the lighting and ooh ah, and it's not gonna get the kind of traction that Rouge the Bat in a Tupperware got on social media.
Unfinished, by the way.
Yeah,
unfinished.
Like a work in progress.
Edited, unfinished.
So sometimes that's just the way it goes. So yeah, I would say
Casino.
The only thing that I would caution people about is if they're getting into independent art and they're trying to figure out, okay, well, how do I grow that audience? Some of the stuff that will work to grow your social media is going to be a different skill set from the stuff that works in terms of like making a compelling book. So if you crack the code, you figure out the algorithm, and you're like, right, if I just draw a bunch of chicks in bikinis in Tupperwares, boom, I'll get huge on social media. I've done it. I've cracked the code. I guess therefore that's what people want to see. I guess therefore that's what should be completely dominating the content of my books. Oh well, so I think it's important to recognize that whatever grows you on social media, it's not necessarily what should also be your focus within like the books and the longer form content that you're making.
Well, the other thing is what grows you on social media. Like, for example, a girl in bathing suit on beach over and over and over again is not going to pay the bills either, most of the time.
Yeah, there is a difference between different depths of attention, I think. And anything on social media is going to be naturally more optimized for an instantaneous, like, zero return attention span. Like, I mean, think about someone on social media. What are they doing? They're scrolling on their phone. They're not sitting there being like, I want to stop on a post and just like spend the day contemplating the majesty of that post. It's like, no, they're unwinding, they're relaxing, they're scrolling. They're usually, very casually scrolling. So that's the type of content that is going to resonate on social media. But that doesn't mean that that's like the end-all be-all of all content. Like if you had a feature-length film that was composed of social media posts, it would be unwatchable. It would not be a fun time because that's a different medium. People are there for a different purpose. So you just sort of have to understand why are people where they are? What are they? How is their behavior going to be optimized for that space? And so, I don't know, I guess basically just remember that whatever gets attention on social media, that doesn't mean that that's what you should reduce your existence to, because I feel like a lot of artists will figure out, oh, I can get attention with like bikinis or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with that necessarily, but then if their entire existence turns into just pumping out, bikini drawing after bikini drawing.
Furry Baywatch. We're calling it Babe Watch.
Baywatch, yeah.
Baywatch.
Like if someone wants to be a pinup artist, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. But especially for people that might want to create content that has, just more depth to it, maybe more story, maybe something longer form, different genre, different tone, different feel. For those people, I don't necessarily want them to get too trapped into what plays well on social media right away. Like it can be a necessary skill to learn because in the indie market, it's not a meritocracy. You have to figure out your own method of getting attention onto something, and but the method
what
of
you're known for.
but attracting attention, then you have to have a breadcrumb trail that leads people from what attracted them over to what they would definitely like if they were attracted over by that sort of thing. And I don't know, it's a whole process. But I just don't want people to be like, well, I guess all people like is the bikinis on social media, so I guess that's what I'll draw, and I'll draw nothing else forever. It's like, no, I do think that people want deeper stories. People want beautiful settings. People want more content like this. So don't be deceived by the fact that it doesn't necessarily play well on social media. Like, I'm not going to just start drawing Rouge the Bat in Tupperware forever just because that one post did particularly well. Like, I'm glad it did well. That's great. But what I hope happens is I hope that post does well. Some people get a kick out of it. And then over time, some of those new followers start to see more of our art, maybe comic pages here and there, maybe some animations, maybe more things that make them curious. And if we give them enough good posts where they're like, oh, that was worth a second of my time. Oh, that was worth a second of my time. You know what? I keep looking at this account. I keep seeing little posts that are actually worth the second of my time it takes to look. If we do that for the new people enough, eventually the hope is that they might actually say, you know what? My investment of 1 second keeps on turning up pretty good. Maybe I'll do something crazy. Maybe I'll do something insane, like visit their website and spend 15 seconds. And then as soon as someone dips a toe into Dreamkeepers and starts looking deeper, that's when they just fall in love. But it's I know people would love.
And they get to go to the beach.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. Then they get to join us all on this beach, and they get to be in the lore book, and they get to know the characters and the graphic novels and the story, and they get to get, once the games are done, they get to play and get immersed in some of these video game experiences. So, but it's definitely like a process of getting people to the point where they will actually nibble at something that they would love, but there's no way for them to know that until you sort of like seduce them into it.
Okay, question.
Oh,
When
what's the
using
question?
X or Twitter as a platform, is it worth it to subscribe to verify? It seems the algorithm is shoehorning us to do so. I have a side account that isn't verified. Yours is, Dave. What do you think? I'm not trying to grow. I don't care.
I think if you're trying to grow, it might be worth it. I don't know. It's hard to say because different platforms like seem like they might be worth it, and then different ones seem like they might be worthless. But all of them are going to try to convince you that they're necessary, and you definitely have to pay to grow. So to
You
a
definitely
degree,
give them money.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
if I'm going to say on X, I think the little verification thing has probably helped us out a little bit on growth on X for what it's worth. And I do
Do you
like.
get anything out of it, though? Anything special?
Say what?
Do you get anything special for it?
Anything special? I don't know. I think
Have you ever noticed?
it supposedly improves our visibility, but I think that's about it.
I doubt that. I don't know if that's true.
Who knows? But I do know some platforms are better than others. One that's been notorious for being just baloney is Facebook. I know for a while their Facebook, it's very, very much a pay to play, where you just
It's bots.
where you just pay a bunch of money, and if you pay a bunch of money, then you see the number got real high on these posts, so I better pay more money. So it basically, Facebook seemed to me like it turned into an operation where you had to pay Mark Zuckerberg just to access your own audience through Facebook. And if you weren't paying to, boost your posts, the audience that signed up to see your posts, they would not see your posts unless you were paying money to Mark Zuckerberg. And it's one thing you can do is watch other people, watch other accounts, kind of try to like assess for yourself like what seems to be working for them, what's not. Because we watched an account at one point trying to get a new comic started on Facebook. And this person, they were not an artist, they had no following, they really had no footprint on any other platform or art account or anything, but they're like,
They
we're
were
gonna.
they were paying an artist to make pages for them, and they would post pages on a Facebook account.
Yeah, but even this other artist didn't have a following, so. But on Facebook, suddenly it would go from like, nothing to suddenly it'd be like, whoa, like 700 likes on this post, 800 likes, whoa, look at all these comments galore, tons and tons of comments. And so it looked like, they must be, they're firing up, because I've done enough advertising online over time to sort of have a sense for when I feel like I can guess if somebody is advertising and putting money.
AstroTurfing.
Yeah, putting money into ad. Well, I don't think astroturfing and advertising are different in my book. They're very separate things, even though they have some overlap. But
I know you just have your terms around here.
yeah, the thing is though, they weren't even trying to astroturf. They were just trying to advertise. They were trying to reach real people. They were not trying to fool people into thinking they were bigger than they were. So they were trying to reach
I think
real
they
people.
were fooled. I think they were fooled. I think they thought they had a big audience when they were doing this.
Well, yeah, I think that's what I was observing, and that's why I think it was valuable to watch and learn, is because I think when they saw all these likes, when they saw all these comments, they thought, oh, hey, this is great. Facebook advertising really works. This is fantastic. Now I know how to grow. I'll just advertise on Facebook and keep on posting my thing, and boom, we're gonna grow a really cool, really big comic audience. But none of that growth ever really reached over to their website at all. It didn't reflect in anything that seemed like it was real engagement. And then especially you could tell the moment they stopped pumping money into it, gone. Like just ghost town. There was like no engagement on the posts. It was just like all that attention was suddenly like vaporized. And it was so stark that it made me think like, you know what, if those were actually real people on all those posts and comments and stuff, I feel like they would have some residual people still interested based on what the comments were. They'd have some people that were still hanging around to look at it. But they didn't. It was just completely gone. It was like someone turned off a light switch, and that's when I realized, you know what? I think a lot of that Facebook engagement is literally just bots. Like literally, there are no humans on the other side of that screen. That those likes racking up, those are not people hitting like, using their own personal Facebook accounts. That's I don't know, in like some basement in Bangladesh, there's like a row of 5,000 SIM cards, and when the check clears, like X number of those SIM cards will automatically like just make the number go higher on a post, and that's it. That's all that happens. So if you pay the money, the number gets real high, and if you don't pay the money, the SIM cards do not activate. They don't make that number higher.
There are other websites where you can buy services that do that for you, by the way, where you can buy the likes, you can subscribe, and they say they're real people, but they're really not.
Well, I've seen, even when we're streaming, like literally while we're streaming, when we used to stream on Twitch, we'd constantly get robots in Twitch being like, hey, would you like to buy some followers? Hey, would you like to buy some growth? And it's like, really? Do you really think that we're so dumb? We think that there's just like a bunch of people sitting around, like, be like, well, I'm waiting for this company to tell me if they have made a sale, and if this company sells their service, then I will go follow some new people that the company tells. Like, that's not happening. Like, it was literally just people that are trying to sell you bullshit. And I think even I've seen like ads for like Blue Sky and stuff where you can go on like, oh yeah, buy followers, trust me, they're all real people. It's like, no, they're not all real people. How stupid are you? Of course they're not real people.
Yeah, that's why you can, you think you have a lot of followers on Blue Sky, but you have very little engagement unless you pay for the likes. And then you're wondering why nobody like goes to your website or whatever. It's because they're fake. Yeah. Also, like, frankly, Blue Sky is not really.
No, it's kind of a
I've noticed a lot of people don't like, people will like something but not even comment on it. I saw another artist commenting that they noticed there like nobody's really talking to them on there, and they thought it was because they didn't do fan art, but I think it's because you're only on Blue Sky, sir.
Well, yeah, Blue Sky is a very it's basically a containment board, and it is like there's just no growth whatsoever on there. The only people on there are a bunch of artists that are hoping to build an audience, but the only other people on there are also artists that are also trying to build an audience, and everyone is trying to get everyone else to pay for their rent. And beyond that, it's just bots all the way down. That's actually, I know people complain on X because they're like, oh my gosh, there's another bot purge, my follower count is going down, oh no. And it's like, yeah, but I mean, if it was bots anyways, that's kind of a good thing. Like, who cares if you have 10 trillion, like, units following your thing? The only thing that matters is people. Like, you're making things for people to enjoy. You're making, like, stories and adventures and art and posts, and you're sharing your thoughts because you want to share your thoughts with people. Like, I'm sure you could, I think it'd be really funny to have a video game like Popularity Simulator. You know, it's like, yeah, you could have a number. What if the number of likes on your post went to 10 billion, the highest number you can imagine, 10 quadrillion, 10 Googleplex, whatever it is. Like, if there's no people reading it, like, it doesn't even really matter. So, I don't know. I think bot purges are probably a good thing.
But, like, psychologically it works, Dave. It's cookie clicker.
Yeah, I know. Like, psychologically, a lot of people would actually be pretty happy with Popularity Simulator. And you know what? Some people are happy with Popularity Simulator. They just don't know that's what it is. But that's kind of why I think it's helpful to sort of keep your head tethered a little bit to understanding what do you like about your content? Why are you sharing it? Who do you want to be sharing it with? And, you know, at the end of the day, if you want to know, like, well, how big is my audience? Just, you know, if you do a crowdfund campaign or you do something where it gives people an opportunity to pick up a piece of merchandise, usually, in my experience, that's the only way to really, really know where you stand. Otherwise, like, you know, all this internet stuff, it's kind of a hall of smoke and mirrors. I don't even know how many times Facebook has had to pay settlements for just manipulating the shit out of everything on their platform.
You got $7 recently from them for, you know, that's not even a dragon fruit drink from Starbucks.
Yeah, but yeah, no, they were I think at some point in the distant past I tried some Facebook ads, and then at some point recently, I don't even know if it was because of those ads, but it was we got like something where like, oh, Facebook, Naughty. We
Got
were
caught.
we were duping people again. We were astroturfing our own clicks and then selling it to advertisers and telling them that that was real engagement. It wasn't, and we knew it. So now, because we misled you and we distorted the basis of your business, here's $7. We were
Well,
naughty.
you know, the ridiculous thing about that is we had to pay a huge amount, but there were so many people. You get $7 of this huge amount.
Well, it's
Because
this-
everybody.
Yeah, it's the sort of thing where, like, the people doing this at the top, like the people that decide on these policies, because they know what they're doing. It's not like they don't know what they're doing. The people that decide, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this, they do it because they know. They actually perform a calculation. They perform a calculation called, okay, how much is it going to cost when we get caught to pay out the settlement versus how much will we rake in when we exploit people this way. They do the math, and they do it because it's profitable. So, you know, why would they stop? They're still in positive profit territory, even when they get caught defrauding people. So there's not really an incentive for them to stop, as far as I can tell.
It's the cost of business.
Yeah.
The legal fee and getting caught is the cost of doing business, and they continue to do it. That's Facebook.
See, I kind of think it would
Lovely.
be better if maybe the people that are deliberately committing fraud on a massive scale like that through these social media companies, maybe it would be better if, once they're convicted, the people who knowingly did that and knowingly signed off on it, they should probably experience some jail time. I don't know if it needs to be draconian, but, you know, that's corrosive to society, just the way shoplifting is corrosive to society. It breaks down trust. It makes
But
things
if
work
they
less
could-
good.
But if they could just pay to avoid the jail time, they just pay it and calculate it in the risk of doing business.
Well, I mean, sometimes you can pay a fine to avoid jail time, but, you know, hypothetically, in our legal system, there are some points where it's like you pay a fine and you have to do mandatory jail time anyway. Like, you can murder somebody, and if you get convicted, it's not like you'd be like, well, I'll just pay a really big fine. You might still have to go to jail for a little while.
Off I go to murder. Here I go to Murder Town.
Of course, it does depend largely on who you get as a judge. And if they think you
Yeah, I
belong to
know.
like a sympathetic group or not, but still, theoretically, accountability can happen sometimes.
On paper.
Yeah.
On paper. Yes. That's a nice palm tree texture. Okay, so
Yeah.
I heard a story. Hold on, I'm just checking on this.
Boy, do I have a
Oh,
story.
wait a minute. First of all, Chill Corner was talking about a game called Content Warning, where you make a video and you try to make it go viral, and somebody else is saying, was that just TikTok?
I heard a ghost though. Did you hear a voice?
Yeah, I thought that was someone who died a tragic death a long time ago. Perhaps a ghost is here.
Listen, I'm coloring palm tree leaves. You're my eyes and ears. Is there a ghost or not? What's going on? Liz, you're spooking me out. Did the ghost get you?
Well, maybe the ghost is on mute. I don't know. I don't hear anybody. So maybe
Tell
somebody.
you a tale.
God damn it, I'm not the only one hearing this. I just heard you laugh at whatever this ghost is. Could you please?
A story of the ages.
I'm calling Ghostbusters right now. Actually, I'm not. I'm coloring palm trees. Liz, call Ghostbusters, please. Who is ghosting? Gabe? Hazen? Is that one of you two?
Are you afraid of no
me.
ghost?
The ghost of the one-week web dev.
Oh, he actually did die. I'm sorry, man. I thought that was hyperbole. I thought that was just the
Told you.
frustration
I did
talking.
die. I
Totally
am mentally dead. I am mentally dead. But you know what's not dead?
Uh-oh.
VividAfterDark.com is live right now.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh,
And
have
I
to
can
go.
get into the fucking admin panel.
All right, let me go look at this and make sure it's not a mistake, sir.
It's not a mistake. I actually just spent the last hour. I've been up for 27 hours
Oh, God.
wrestling with this, and I have finally done it just in time for couch. Actually, a little late, but mainly just in time
Oh, it
for
counts.
CouchCon.
CouchCon is not over.
Oh,
It
God.
it is in time. You've been up for, like, why didn't... Well, I mean, I guess thank you, but...
I was determined. I could not leave this alone. I could not let this beat me. I had to. I wanted to have this for opening ceremonies, but it just wasn't possible. I still don't know if everything works right on it, but it's there, and you can buy things, and you can check out, and you can look at stuff.
Nice.
The home page is there.
Wait a minute, Winter. Wait,
This
whoa, hold
link
on.
Shouldn't go there.
No, I clicked original art, not safe for work, and it goes to great things are on the horizon. You're not done.
Liz, it's substantially better than it
That
was.
stuff's in the
No,
store.
I-
It's in the
No,
store.
no, I can't buy this.
Why can't you buy it?
No, I don't know. Click the thing. It says great things are on the horizon. How do I go? How am I going there to buy things?
It says great things are on the horizon.
What's
What are you
new?
talking about?
What's new? I click the image. It sends me to great things are on the horizon.
Oh yeah. Well, what's new? Don't click that.
Liz,
In fact, I will get you a link to the good thing while it's there. There's still some things I have to fix. Please expect problems. But I have a page for you that I know you're gonna love.
you have been up for like a full day plus. You sound like a zombie, man.
Here you go. Have a look at this. If Picardo will allow you. There it is.
I don't think he heard you. I think you were muted or something.
Did she say something?
Yeah, she said something, but I don't know if her mic is hooked up right now.
Yeah, it goes says great things are on the horizon, sir. This is not. I can't buy
Yeah,
it.
that's like a dead page that it shouldn't be leading to. I had
Yes,
to do
we-
some backups.
You gave us a link to that. The original arts are not
This is different.
in
This
new
is better.
arrivals. Well, the original arts are not in
Yeah.
new arrivals, and
This
I
is
can't buy
different how it
anything.
does that. Yeah, the way it actually does the new arrivals thing is
well, you're very tired, but I can't buy anything.
It's just how you are when you publish things, which they were all published at once. And I had
Okay,
to
well,
move that around to test things. But if you go to that link I just posted, you can purchase all you want.
I just clicked that link. I couldn't get it. I wasn't
You
able
click the
to.
/shop link.
Yeah,
The one in
Yeah.
the Picardo chat, Liz.
yeah, I clicked that. I clicked there.
Well, I just
And
clicked
I
it too, and
don't
it took me to the store.
Huh. I'm clicking on it, and it tells me the great things are on the horizon, which, to be fair, that is encouraging.
Well, I
Yes,
don't
but-
know if maybe it's not done caching everything yet or something, but
It might
Good
just
things.
need to shake
Oh.
through the server a little bit.
I don't know. I'm logged in too. Maybe I should try it on like another
Mhm.
browser.
Either
Yeah,
way,
it does say great things on the horizon. Why?
I think it's like sort of like one of those ironic torture things.
Anyway, it says great things are on the horizon, but it's this. I'm not able to buy stuff, sir.
We're closer.
Something big is brewing. Something will be launching soon. Okay, so there's something else I gotta do here? I'll look into it.
Okay.
This is why I'm so grateful sometimes that I can just draw character, color, palm tree. It's especially when it comes to even if there's like tech issues with like a software program or some shading thing, like just knowing that like at the baseline's like, well, I can always draw something like paper and pencil. I will never have to fucking troubleshoot the technology of paper and pencil. Paper and pencil is just
Okay, so the good news is that Vivid After Dark is up and it says things are brewing. The bad news is that you can't buy anything yet, which is sad. So we're not quite done. When you click new arrivals, I see things, not the original arts I had.
you guys are you in the audience, you're at the cutting edge of our tech adventures right now. So you are knowing.
Yes, and when you click the items, it goes to great things are on the horizon. So we're on our way, sir. But nope, we got a little more to go.
I feel like that's what Pinhead, when you solve like the cube and Pinhead comes out of hell to torture you, that's what he says. He says, "Great things are on the horizon." That's the energy I get from that phrase in this context.
Oh, I was. Barbados Slim wants a silk indigo print. Give it time. We have them in stock, but we have to get the website, this Vivid store, to work, so it will happen.
Yeah, thank you for bearing with us while we upgrade our system, but we're in the middle of upgrading
Ragmo,
the
we
system.
know.
We're going from a lame island to a really fancy badass island, but right now the canoe is in between the two islands, so
It looked really great last night, and then we thought it all vanished an hour ago. But now it's back, but it's almost there.
Oh, it's in some kind of maintenance mode. Hold on, I think I can do this.
Oh, they're saying right now it looks like a dried lake bed because you turned the water off.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Maybe try turning it on and off again.
They're playing in the desert right now.
Yeah, Hazen, did you try turning the website on and off again to make it to work?
Literally did turn it off.
Okay, Mammoth's gonna give us something. Hold on. Oh, he says congrats on 30K. Well, thank you, sir. It's a little
thank
over
you.
now. Yeah, it was like 1,000 followers off of an unfinished Rouge the Bat in Tupperware. So.
Yeah, it's always like what you least expect.
Casino, weird casino over there. Oh, look at this. He made you a 30,000 congratulations
Aww,
with a bunch of characters.
that's nice. I want to see. Yeah, I'm
It's a nice group.
I was telling myself even like, oh, that's awesome. I got to show that on stream. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. I see there's a couple of V's in here. V has happened twice. I know they're your models. I guess we really wanted to put V on here.
I mean, are you complaining? Extra V, extra helpings of V. Ooh.
Prelude V, graphic novel V. Yeah, that's fine.
Man, Mamo,
Well,
this
thank
is
you
so
for that.
cool. Thank you.
I bet that took a lot of work from getting everybody in there.
Yeah, like I know people like to be like, oh, AI art, it's just press button, get a result. But it's like for something like this, you can't just push button, get result. You have to, like, you still need to put things together. You need to like manually assemble it. This is fun. Thank you, Mama, very much. Yay. Now continue drawing beach.
I think it's congratulations with a. Is it D or T? I forget. Not my problem. Tyclet says Mamo is awesome. Aw, Mamo, we think you're awesome.
Mamo, you've been registered on the awesome registry.
Oh, Barbados likes Anise in there, yeah.
Yeah, people don't give Anise much love. I don't know why. She's a go-getter.
All right. Well, letting you know that Vivid After Dark is still on its way, but it's not quite ready to have everything ready to go. Fortunately, when it's working and live and we test it and everything is fine, we'll let you know. And we'll have some new items in there, like the original arts. Not safe for work original arts. We have the not safe for work new signed indigo silk print. And then we'll move over and work on the Dreamkeeper store, and then that'll have a bunch of originals too. So we'll see what we can do.
I think I did it. I think I did it.
Oh, goodness.
I think I did it.
I swear you sound dead. Sorry.
That's gonna be what they carve into his gravestone. I think I did it.
Please, God,
No, that
be
was
right.
we
There
talked
was
about
like a thing the whole time that was like it's like not live or something, and it's just like, okay, well, everyone, you guys were seeing it. I saved the changes. It's not there yet. Hold on.
Okay,
it may
we were
take
talking
it a
about
minute.
what carving on a gravestone. It worked on paper.
Yeah.
It worked on paper.
A little bit of atmospheric
All right,
perspective.
now I'm looking at Mace's face and Bask's crotch. It's not looking at Bask's crotch. What happened here? Maybe she's just looking at the whole scene.
I think she's just taking in the whole scene.
Read into it as you will. You guys write your own little fanfics over there. I don't talk for these characters.
We're drawing it. We can't just offload all the responsibility. Oof, you guys, it's up to you and what you read. Like, we're the ones drawing the pictures. We have to take some responsibility.
I'm not writing the fanfic of what Nama's thinking when she looks in the area there. Okay. When I go to Vivid After Dark, I see the nice new pictures. Those are nice. I see some original arts here. I click on the original art. Great things are on the horizon. Okay, well, I'll come back when great things are not just on the horizon.
It's so
But
weird
at least
that the
it's
regular page shows. You can look at the blog. Yeah, like, what is going on?
I've been out of the web design game for a long time, but I remember when I was first setting up like the old sites, it was always a pain in the ass to try to make the system recognize which page was supposed to be like the home page or the front page when you just go to the URL.
Yeah, because you have to go through and do so much shit. It's so stupid.
You had to like force it to like
Fun
index
idea.
it and everything.
Phil 98 says the fanfics he's read are surprisingly good. Okay. I'm not allowed to read those.
Dreamkeeper's
Legally.
readers, they're a rarefied group. They have default excellent taste, so their fanfictions tend to be a cut above already.
That's what I've heard. Mamo is insulting Bast.
Take that, Bast. Poopy, what are his insults? I'm in the palm trees. You have to tell me what the insults are.
Bast is a keyword for bastard.
Ooh, bastard. Got him.
Canonically. Oh, Oh, we can't read fan fiction legally because people will claim that we stole their ideas if it's too close to something we've already thought up in our story.
Yeah, potentially. Like if someone does a fan fiction, well, I mean, anyone can sue for anything because that's the lovely system we live in. But theoretically, if someone wrote a fan fiction and it happened to hit close to like a storyline that we already had planned out, we're not going to change our storyline. And
We're like, no, that's my character's power. You can't do that. Or I said that Mace can fly, and you and Mace flies, so it's
like
you
in my
stole
fan
from me.
fiction, he gets hit by a truck and splatters on the windshield, and then you have him get hit by a truck and splattered on the windshield. You stole from me.
Yeah. I want some of the money you got from Dreamkeepers because he's on the windshield.
I don't know, it sounds goofy, but there are people out there, trust me. So we have to mind our P's and Q's.
Same with alternate universe timelines. Can't do those either.
The world would be a lot more fun, except for this little thing called litigation.
What if we made a contract that allows you to read it?
A contract?
Read the
doesn't-
fanfic.
Well,
Nope,
actually, if we
can't do a
do,
contract,
if
but
we
it's
ever
not-
do open up
but-
submissions for like more vivid books, even or more authors, we would have to actually have like a submission contract where it basically says like, oh, you are submitting to us, but you're not going to sue us over it. Now, as we've discovered, someone can sign a very reasonable and very binding contract, and that won't stop them from filing absolutely pants-on-head frivolous litigation that totally is expressly prohibited by the contract. But as we also discovered in the course of the federal lawsuit, eventually, when the judge actually takes a look at the contract, if it's on our side, it's on our
2
side.
years later.
So it
2 years later.
doesn't prevent shenanigans and ridiculous things from happening. I mean, it would potentially prevent that if there was a competent attorney who would look over that contract and then tell their client, "Oh, bro, what are you thinking? I have reading comprehension skills, and you can't be doing
the
this."
problem, is when you hire an attorney to tell them, "Hey, this makes no sense," they'll do it, and then they go ahead and do it anyway.
Well, yeah, in theory,
And then the judge has to tell them 2 years later.
In theory, if you don't hire a professional practicing attorney and you just hire your friend who was just vomited forth from law school, then sometimes things can maybe go in a direction that is not optimal for you as a client. But
For 2 years.
yeah. All sorts of learning experiences in life.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, there we go.
Nope,
This is
even
starting
if
to
they
look
want
nice.
to pay us to read your fanfic, we can't do that either. What if we had the option to have our memories wiped after reading the fanfic? Wouldn't matter.
Ooh,
Because if
no,
there's
with
a
like a
coincidence,
neuralizer?
we could get in trouble.
I
No,
think
no,
if
no,
we're talking hypotheticals where we could read fan fiction, probably the best hypothetical would be we're allowed to kill anyone that abuses the legal system. See, that's not real, that's a hypothetical. But if there was a hypothetical where we could actually be like, oh, you know what, we could actually do fun things again. Because if someone abuses the legal system, we can actually have them executed immediately. They explode and get launched into the sun. That would be a scenario where it'd be a little more feasible to work with.
Yes, and we would stream it too.
Yeah, while we're having unicorns, we're going to stream it. It's going to be time traveled back into the Middle Ages. It'll be very fun. There's going to be... I want to involve a trebuchet because I feel like visually that would be really interesting.
Maybe after Dreamkeepers is done and completed, we could read fanfics.
If we feel like it, yeah.
Okay, that's fine then. That's the deal. Maybe that's the deal. Is write your fanfics, and then after Dreamkeepers is all over, then we'll read your fanfics, and we'll see how close you got. Is that a good solution?
Well, I would say mainly if like legitimately if someone is out there like writing a fanfic and the primary purpose is they really want us to read it, you should probably have a better reason for writing it. You should write it for someone else to enjoy.
Your water, when you put the opacity layer on, that color, it looks like that blue Kool-Aid, the blue raspberry Kool-Aid that I love.
Oh, it's making you thirsty, isn't it?
It's my favorite Kool-Aid flavor. It's that blue raspberry. I always have that ice blue. They changed the name of it. It's still blue raspberry to me.
You'll always be blue raspberry to me.
It's so delicious. So stupidly good. It's perfection. Oh no. Well, Mamo, then we'll have to do second Dreamkeepers. After Dreamkeepers. 5 million years into the future of the dream world when there's spaceships. Dreamkeepers 3.0. It's everybody's future grandchildren and they have spaceships.
Ooh.
And we're back in the dream world.
Shh, stop talking about this on stream. We don't want to give away all the good ideas.
There goes the fanfic. Now they're gonna get you.
Dreamkeepers.
Yeah, Dreamkeeper's the new one.
In
Dreamkeeper's the new one.
space. That's what they'll call it. That's what we'll call it.
I forget. I think somewhere you have a poster in something and it says Ratatouille in space.
Oh yeah, where did I put that? That's somewhere.
I don't. It might be in Dreamkeepers. I forget where you put Ratatouille in space. You had to.
You know what? They made what are we on, like 15 Toy Stories? 16, 17?
It's 5.
It is only a matter of
7 more.
time. There will be a Ratatouille in space.
Well, they're doing Ratatouille 2, so
You might not like it, but Ratatouille in space is peak animation performance. That's the pinnacle. Doesn't get better than that.
Uh-oh. Mama wants to know what I was doing. I don't know. I did a lot just now. I need a little more clarification, Mammo. Sounded like it was canon. No, not seriously. The Dreamkeeper's the next one. The great grandchildren and their spaceships.
I would actually have a lot
Dreamkeepers
more.
3.0.
I'd have a lot more.
Oh,
respect
Ratatouille
for...
2. Ratatouille 2, Ratatouille in space. And yes, they are doing a Ratatouille 2 from what I've heard.
If it's in space, no joke, I will watch it. I will pay for a movie theater ticket if they have the balls to do Ratatouille in space.
Okay, so tell me you're kidding. I'm kidding about Dreamkeepers 3.0 grandchildren's spaceships. Mammo is talking about I have, when you, Mammo, when you put those stars in there, it looks like the word is booby instead of Bobby. I can't tell when you're just.
He might be insulting
can't
Bobby
tell what
by
you're
saying
doing.
his name looks like his name. It could be Booby. It might be a
I know.
calculated slight.
I know he's trying to censor heinous words, but
Bobby, more
on.
like Booby. Got him.
I can't tell why we've got too many people here. We're either flipping out about Ratatouille or Via Bobby. I just don't even know. It's both upsetting, I'm sure. Okay, well,
Are they really surprised that there's a Ratatouille sequel?
they shouldn't be. I mean, they're doing Incredibles 3.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. It might be Brad Bird again, and apparently they're not going to be in the future. It's just going to be the next one.
Well, I was excited for Incredibles 2 a little bit, and then I saw it, and now I'm definitely not excited for Incredibles 3.
And then you're not.
Yeah, it's just sort of like, what if we completely undercut and deliberately undermine the entire thematic structure of the first movie? It's like, I don't know. What if you did? Maybe then I won't be excited
Yeah, what if
for
we
a third
also
one.
rush it, and we rush it because we know it's going to make money, and we don't actually put any thought into it?
Did it even make money? It's so hard to tell with Hollywood.
Oh, the Incredibles 1 made money, so they're like, yeah, so we're just going to make a lot. We're going to make money again, and
I feel like a lot of times they kind of
fire a bunch of animators.
I feel like a lot of times they cook the books on this stuff because they're always like, "Oh, we just made
I know
$10 trillion, so the board of directors should definitely give the CEO a raise. We did such a great job." And then all the animators breathe a sigh of relief because they're like, "Oh, all right, the movie we made was super successful. That's good. I guess our position in the studio is pretty secure then." And then they'll turn around and be like, "Listen, all of you, there's no possible way we could keep you on. We got to fire everyone. Everyone, you got to go. There's just no money. There's no money for you. There's no money. Yeah, you just made $1 trillion, but it's no money for you to be here. We can't afford you. We can't afford you." So I don't know. Call me crazy, but I just think that something doesn't really add up. Either like they're evil or they're just not making that much money.
All right. Well, you're crazy, Mr. Beach Bum, but it's 9 o'clock.
What? No, there's no way it's 9 o'clock yet. I'm just getting to the fun part
9
on this.
o'clock.
No, it's not.
You're just coloring the dirt and sand. Come on.
It's not dirt. Now I'm coloring the shadows. The lights in the shadows. This is where it gets like, ooh, ah. And then when I start to add like the water layers in, see how it's starting to get cool and tropical and immersive?
Well, all right, let's talk about schedules and everything. Let's see when this is going to keep happening. Okay, yeah, all right. Green Cat is cute. That is Lilith, by the way. Yes, these are the characters from our Dreamkeepers comic.
And you can read more about
give you a
them
website.
in the Bible.
Or the Omnibus.
Or the omnibus, yeah. But no, if you're brand new, you can read about these characters in our full color graphic novel series for free. Just go to dreamkeeperscomic.com and read it for free.
We actually have 2 comic series. There's Dreamkeepers, and then there's Dreamkeepers Prelude, if you like more of like a young child Calvin and Hobbes kind of thing with these characters.
Yeah, the graphic novel series, that's when they are this age, teenagers, and monsters and stuff trying to kill them. It's kind of violent and bloody, so if you're not down for that, avoid it. And then if you're like, you know what, I could do without the monsters trying to eat them alive, that's Prelude. That's when they were younger, before all the monsters tried to start eating everybody.
Easier rating.
Yeah.
More of a light read.
I mean, the two do eventually merge because it's all one storyline.
Story. Yeah.
Yeah, they're standalone. So if you want to enjoy one and not the other, totally doable. You do not need to read one to understand the other, but they kind of both. I would like to think that they both sort of like enrich your understanding of the other if you read both of them.
Is it okay? Go wants to know if it's okay to ship Mace and the Green Cat. Her name is Lilith. Sure, you may do that.
You can ship anything you want because we do not police the shipping at all. The shipping lanes are wide open in Dreamkeepers.
You can ship your way to this beach.
The shipping lanes are wide open. You can go through all you want. We don't even charge a toll. We don't charge tolls anymore, folks. We stopped doing that. I'm sorry, he's like a cartoon. It's just too fun to make fun of him.
I know, you have fun. All right, anyway, let's talk because we're over time, but we need to talk about the schedule. When is the next time we are streaming? I know we're done for Friday, but what is Saturday?
Oh, CouchCon schedule tomorrow. I believe we're streaming at 3:00 p.m. I want to stream for a longer time tomorrow, maybe 3 to 6, because I want to knock out some of the Sharpie commissions. So if you want one of those commissions to be yours that we do tomorrow, talk to Liz in the Dream Cord. She can hook you up with a slot. So I'm going to do...
Just to let you know about the Sharpie commissions. They're $40. You go into the Discord, Dream Cord, DM me, and we talk and arrange how to get you what you want. And Dave will draw it for you tomorrow on stream. We have an opening. We're doing 10 of them right now. We have some more slots available. We're going to draw them in front and talk about them. Dave, I know you're streaming tomorrow at 3. I don't think they're going to take the whole time because you move fast. So maybe you can get back to this beach thing afterwards if you like.
Well,
or if you're waiting for Sharpies to come in. What do you want?
No. It's already on the official schedule. The schedule already has me doing some Sharpie sketch streaming, but then shifting gears and doing a chat and sketch for the rest of tomorrow's stream.
Oh.
So we'll actually just be taking ideas from people in the Dream Cord and drawing that.
Yes, Corbin, Sharpie commissions. If you are interested in a Sharpie commission, DM me in the Dream Cord and we will chatter and I will hook you up. There is a special way to pay that does not involve the stores right now. That's why we have to do it this way. And we will draw them on stream for you. And they can be Dreamkeeper characters, OCs, fan art, whatever you like. And then when we're done, we will mail you the physical picture. Okay. We'll be hearing from him soon. Excellent. That's why we tell you. Okay, so anyway, I have heard Sharpies tomorrow at 3 live, and then we're going to do a chat and sketch and do people's ideas in the Dream Cord after that.
Yep. That is the plan. I want to start the chat and sketch off with some of the ideas that we get for the monthly sketch of the month, because there's some ideas that have had so many rounds and they'd be so fun to draw, but they've never quite won the vote and we've never gotten around to drawing them. So I'd kind of like to pick out some of our favorites that we've really liked and just go ahead and do them in the chat and sketch. I mean, it's not going to be full color, totally detailed like this, but at least it'll be something, it'll be fun.
Hold on, I gotta do some customer service here in a minute. Okay, there we go.
Customer service action go.
Yeah. All right, I'm done. Okay. Oh, they say the highlighting on the characters is awesome. Thank you. I don't know if you mean here or Sharpies, but it's fun. Oh, Dave. Dave, what do you think of the concept of V turning into a monstrous Hulk? Will you like it, dislike it, or be neutral to it?
V turning into a monstrous Hulk? It depends on the context. If it's people making some fan art, yeah, sure. Neutral, positive, why not? Have fun. If it's like, David, surprise, you thought that this was happening in the graphic novels? No, actually now V is a monstrous Hulk in your story. You didn't expect that. I would be confused and displeased because I'd be like, what? How is this happening in the story? We didn't write this. What's going on? So.
Yep. So I guess it really comes down to where she wants to do this.
Where is she hulking out, and how upset is David about it?
Dave is pretty. I'm gonna say Dave is pretty neutral. neutral to V becoming a Hulk. I think Dave is generally neutral to anyone becoming a Hulk. And that's fine. He is a non-judging David. Go thanks you for approving, dude. It feels good when the creator is open to ideas. Okay, well that was a test and you passed.
Yay, I passed. Yeah, no problem. Like the basically we're in entertainment. I want people to have fun. Even if there's stuff where I'm like, oh, I think that's kind of gross and I don't like it personally, you know, well then we're not publishing that. But if people are having fun in their own way, you know, it's entertainment. That's good.
Sounds like a future commission, Dave.
It does sound like a future commission, Liz.
All right, well, I look forward to that. DM in the Discord if you want to Sharpie that one.
Sounds good. And
okay.
we got all the boring basic stuff done on this, but it's going to look really cool, I think, when we start playing with variation in the water transparency and putting shadow on top of the water and all that fun stuff. So thank you guys for watching this illustration come together.
Okay, Mamo, I didn't say Bobby and V were going to get together and have grandbabies. I was joking about future Dreamkeeper stuff and how it's like an X-Men kind of Marvel thing. It's gonna be okay.
They're all going to be in spaceships. They're all going to transform into spaceships, actually. That's the future of Dreamkeepers.
They are, and there's gonna be watermelons everywhere. They're going to Watermelon Planet.
Not a joke, super serious. Planning now. All right, well, I hope you guys are having a fun
Copyright.
Yeah, just a reminder, we do, even though the stores are kaput at the moment, you know, they're being worked on behind the scenes, but we do have the auction for the big commission slot that's going live in the Dreamcord right now. It ends tomorrow evening, and then there's a bunch of original art auctions for those turnaround refs, and those are going to go live tomorrow too for auctioning in the Dreamcord.
Yep, currently we have the big commission with the background multiple characters available as an auction in the Discord. It's in the auction room when that is ending 7 p.m. tomorrow. Noon tomorrow is when the Not Safe for Work original arts go live. The pictures of those are already available in the Not Safe for Work room to look at in the reward section. But if you want to win those original arts of nudes, they are going to be available starting noon and 1 tomorrow. Females and males are separate auctions.
Yeah, but we're keeping the whole group together, so I don't know, we just thought it'd be kind of a shame if they got split up and like scattered to the winds. So whoever gets like the turnaround refs for the females are going to get all the turnaround refs for that whole batch. And same for the males. So you'll get so it's basically,
like, for example, if you
it's basically like an instant collection.
Yep. So sorry, if you want a naked V, you're getting naked tinsel. If you want a naked mace, you're getting naked Ravat with it. Sorry, Hans. That's just how we play. But you get the original art that was done, the pencils, and you also get the print with it too. And you get the whole, it's like 9 to 12 line arts. Oh, Grun is there, by the way. Grun is in there too. You get that with Mace and Bast.
Grun by popular and bizarre demand.
We're forcing it. We force you to take Grun, and Grun is free. But you get the line arts, and then you also get the prints, and they're all together.
All right.
Are we good?
Yeah, I think that's it. You guys have a delightful night. We'll be back streaming more tomorrow, and enjoy your CouchCon weekend. Stream ends in 5, 4, 3, 2,